Okay, friends, once again, a very good evening to all of you. My name is Ramzan, and in next 1 hour, we will be learning Microsoft Power BI. I will be showing you what is Power BI, how you import a data into the Power BI software, how do you build a nice looking, amazing visualizations, how do you create reports into that, what is the concept of Power Query, what is the concept of DEX formula, and what is data modeling. Yes, it's a basically 3 to 4 days of session, but in just 1 hour, it will give you complete idea about this amazing tool by Microsoft. So let's get started. Starting few minutes, I will be doing a theory for you. When you understand the theory part, and then we will move to the actual practical, and you will see how I will be doing the practical. Okay. So what is Microsoft Power BI, friends? Power BI is basically a business intelligence. It's a tool. It's a software by Microsoft in which you import a data from different data sources. Means in this software, like in Excel, you open an Excel and you type the data, right? So in Power BI, you import a data. You can import a Excel file. You can import CSV file, text file. You can connect your data to SAP. You can connect to Zoho. You can connect to Oracle server. You can pull a data from uh, SQL server. You can connect to the SharePoint list. So lots of data sources are there where you connect it. Okay, after connecting, you import a data. Means you import a data in this software. And after importing, what you do? You create the interactive dashboard. So the main aim of Power BI software is people can create reports and dashboards. And then after creating the report, we can share within the organization or within external people with the world. So how the process of Power BI works? The first step is you open a software which we will open in next few minutes, and in that you will import a data. So we have an Excel file which is a messy data. We will import the file in Power BI. While importing a file, we will do the data cleaning. We will clean our data. Means if you want to combine first name and last name, if you want to remove unwanted spaces, and all we will be doing without using single formula. Everything will be automated. After importing, then normally we create the model. Means if you are importing two or more files in Power BI, you will create the relationship between them. And after creating the relationship, you will visualize the data. Means you will create the charts on that. And after that, we will be sharing that report with the other people. Got it? So basically in Power BI, the first step is import the data, then you clean the data, you create the relationship, you visualize the data, and then you share the data. These are the common steps which we perform in Power BI. So in the market, if you will see, where is this software stands? So as of January 2023, as per the Gartner report, your Power BI software is on the top. You see over here, it's on the top. And then you get the Tableau and you also get the ClickView. So there are different softwares like Power BI in a market, business intelligence software. But as of now, Microsoft is and all the big companies going to the Power BI. After this, let's move little bit more ahead. Few more things you should know about the Power BI before we start our actual practical. So the software in which you will be creating a report, you will be creating. So that software is known as Power BI Desktop. So the way you open Excel, in the same way you will open a Power BI Desktop software. And downloading software is free. I will share the link after the session from where you can download the software on your home PC. You can import the file. Everything is free. You don't need any credit card, no registration, nothing. And you can freely create the dashboard into it. When you share it with your team inside, if you want to collaborate, then you have to pay. Otherwise, there is no need of paying. The second software which you should know is Power Query. This is a software in which you do the data cleaning. I will show you this also. The third thing which you should know is the Power BI service. Power BI service is a website by Microsoft in which you upload the report. And after uploading a report on Power BI service website, from there you can share the report with your management. And then management can see the report either on the desktop, means on the website, or they can even install a mobile app. And on the mobile app, they can easily see the dashboard. And the fifth is the report server. This is little bit technical. Means when you wanted to upload this report in your in-house server, okay, then you install the report server. Then you have to install the gateway also. Little bit technical, so I'm not going into that. For you, those who are first time, they should know these four things. That Power BI Desktop is a software in which you will create the reports. Power Query is a software in which you will do the data cleaning. Power BI service is is a website where you will upload your reports. And Power BI mobile app is an app in which you can see your dashboard and management key see the dashboard. So now having said this, friend, there are many things of features of the Power BI. I'm not going into it because it's just a 1.5 hour session. In theory, otherwise it will go lots of time. Okay. Then you have what is the architect of Power BI, different licensing of the Power BI, when it started, and then lots of things are there, the theory part. So I'm skipping that. And I have just given you the basic of the Power BI, that what is the software does, how it works, and what are the different software involves in that. And now we start with our practical. So just for your knowledge, friend, those who are the first time user, when after this session, if you want to practice on your own, what you should do? You should go to the Google and over here you will type Power BI download desktop, or you can just type download Power BI desktop. And over here, when you go, you will get the first link over here, download Power BI desktop, this one. Do you see this, link? I click on this link and you will see this screen. And over here, you will scroll down and here you get one option, download. When you click on download, you get this screen. Here, depending upon your system, most of the system are now 64-bit. So you will click on this and you will download. This is around 446 MB. After downloading it, you will get into the download or a desktop folder. You will double click and you will install that software. Remember, if it is your office laptop, you won't be able to install because that might be done through the IT. So your IT team might have restricted that installing of these softwares. So you have to request the IT to install. Otherwise, it's better to install on your home PC. And when you install the software, finally, you will see this software coming over here. So on the desktop, do you see this icon? This is a Power BI desktop icon. And I have pinned that icon over here also on taskbar. Or you go to the search bar after installing and you just type power. And over here you get an option Power BI desktop. Okay. So you went to the website, you downloaded the report, you install that software, and now we are ready to start. So now I will, like you open PowerPoint, like you open Excel, friends. Okay. I'm explaining like you are doing first time, as many of you are a first time user. So I am teaching to those people. Those of you who have already attended my session, they know these steps. Yeah. So I click on a Power BI desktop and my software is opening. So those of you who are learning first time Power BI, this is the screen which is of Power BI using first time. And you are learning the amazing software. You believe me, friends, in future, like we use Excel now, in next few years, everybody will be using Power BI desktop like a Excel. Okay, Excel is not going anywhere. Excel is an amazing software, but Power BI gives you more additional facilities in that. So when you open a first time Power BI desktop, you will get this screen. This screen tells you, okay, which this are companies where I have took the session, Mashrik Bank, Shobha, Ednic. So all this I take the sessions for them. So these are the dashboards which I created for them. As of now, I just say close. So I click on this X over here. You have to close. If you want to learn on your own, yes, you can click on this all videos and see these are amazing videos given by Microsoft. Okay. So I click on this X over here and my close. So this is your Power BI desktop screen, friend. Okay. Look it for a few seconds. So this is the area. This area is the canvas area. This is known as a report area where you will be creating all your reports. Okay. On the left hand side, you see this report view. So this is your report view. This is your table view. Means when we will import the data, you will see all your data coming over here. And the third area is known as a model view. This is the area where you will be building relationship between two or more tables. Okay. So on this area, you will come very less. So most of the time you will be spending on time on this area that is the report view. Okay. And on the right hand side, my friend, these are the visualizations. I mean, this is the area from where you will be creating all the graphics, your visuals. So what is the first step now in Power BI? You can't type anything over here. It's not like a Excel. You just open and you start typing. In this, you import the data. Yes, you can type also. But more, here you can click on the enter data. But normally we don't type. Okay, small table you want to do on the fly, then we do this. Otherwise, we import the data. And most of the time, you import a Excel data or we import from the SQL server. These are the two very common database from where normally every company imports. Okay. But also we have different data sources from where you can import. Like now you see the major thing. You can click on get data. Here is the get data. You can import from the text file also. You can connect to the web also. You can directly get the data from web. Not only this, when you go to the more option over here, you can import data from many other source, more than 150. You can even import data from PDF. Yes. And in such a way that you have multiple PDF. If you want to combine all the PDF, you click on this PDF, select all the PDF, and then all the data can be combined in that like you have one folder, and in that folder you have hundreds of PDF. You select the folder, click on connect, automatically all the PDFs will be selected. Say okay, it will show you which data you want to pull from the PDF. You select and you can combine that. You can pull from the SharePoint list if you are using SharePoint, Oracle, MS Access. MS Access very less we use now. So you have many Azure database, Azure Lake, amazing SharePoint list, dynamic, many databases you can pull the data from here. Got it? So I'm just saying cancel over here and we come back to our Excel finally. So I click on the option import data from Excel, and here it will ask me from where is your file. So I go to the downloads, and in downloads I have a practice file for YouTube. And in that, I have a file with the name messy sales data. This is a messy data. It means there is a problem in this data. And I will say open. When I say open, everybody, my Power BI is connecting to that Excel file, and he is now shown me do two sheets. So he has connected to that Excel file and he is saying, Ramzan, in that file, messy data file, I found two different sheets. One is HR data one, this is one sheet, and there is another sheet, that is this sheet. So which sheet you want to import? So let's say I wanted to import this sheet. So you select this, and over here you get two options. Either you say load or you say transform data. Okay. So if I say load, this data will be loaded. If you want to transform the data, means if you say Ramzan, first I want to combine first name and last name. Okay. I wanted to remove unwanted spaces. I want to first character capital. So all this can be done in the Power Query itself. You want me to repeat this? Okay, I will repeat it for you. Okay, one second. This is a Power BI desktop software. So I just click on import data from Excel. This I will click here. Or even you can click on this option Excel workbook. You click on it And over here, you will select the sheet. I selected this sheet and I say open. Let me import the sales data so it will be easier for you. Okay, let me show you that way, easy way. So I go over here and I go to the practice files. I go to the Power BI final and I go to the final folder. And here I have a Superstore clean database. This is not a messy data. It's a clean data. Let's do this first. So I click on the option open. And when I open this sales file, I see there are multiple sheets into it. And I say Power BI, I want to import this sheet. So I clicked on this. It showed me the data and I will say load. Now I'm not going to transform. When I click on transform, it will take me to the Power Query where you will do data cleaning. We will take that session also very soon. As of now, I click on the load. And when I click on load, my data is importing. My data is importing. And it will take few seconds to import the data. And you see, he's loading the data in Power BI data model. Okay, see, it's coming, loading data to model. And now my data has been loaded. As soon as your data is loaded, here you got 50,000 rows has been imported. But where I can see the data, I can't see. So if you want to see the data, you click on this left side table view, this table view. I click on it and you can see all the 50,000 data has been imported. Let me sort the data because he sorted on the date. So I click on the row ID and I say sort ascending. So I clicked on descending by mistake and I click on ascending. So my data is ascending. So again, I click on the option report view. So this way you import the data. We have just imported the data. So now you got an idea that what is the software and in that software, how do you import the data? That's all. This was our first mission. Now what? Now next we'll see. Now friends, on the right hand side, do you see this order? This order is the name of the sheet which was there. We imported order sheet. This is the order sheet. And in that order sheet, these are the different columns, category, city, country, which was there in our Excel sheet. Now, want to create one chart. Like in Excel, what you do? You have a data and then you want to create a chart. So first, what you do? First, you convert that data into the pivot table. You make a summary report of it. Then you create the chart, right? Now, here you see how you do. You want to create first report country-wise sales. You see how I do. Step number one, I will come on this data visualization and I will click on this option, clustered column chart, this one. As soon as I click on it, you will see one chart came over, but this is a blank chart. Nothing is there in this. So now what I will do in this, I want total sales by country. So first I will take total sales. So these are the names of the column. I click on total sales, which is over here. So when I click on total sales, here you see a line came, a column came. And when I bring on it, it shows me this is the total sales. But this total sales, I want to split by number of cities, by cities. No, by country. So I click on the country over here. As soon as I click on country, you will see I got a country chart. How it came from here? X-axis and Y-axis. X-axis, so when I click on total sales, it took himself to the Y-axis. And when I click on country, it took in the X-axis. And I got the chart. Now let's do the quick formatting. How do you format it? Let's say if I want data label. So here there is an option brush. So this way Power BI works and everything is on and off. Life is very simple. Power BI is very simple. And I go over here and I click on data label and you see a data label has come. If you want to remove this word country title from here, we go to the x-axis and here there is an option title. I switch off the title. Again, I go to the y-axis and I switch off the title. See, now it became clean. I don't want to see this 10 million, 20 million, 30 million because I have already put the data label. So I will quickly switch off the y-axis and this is gone. I want to bring the title in the center. How do you bring the title in the center? Here you go to the general option. In general, we click on the option title, and in title you get an option center. So if you see, it's very easy, it's not very tough. Yes, this option where I'm going now, this you have to remember. And when you will remember, when you will practice. Now I teach this on a daily basis, correct? So I remember this. Now you might be thinking, oh, how I will remember all this option. Slowly it will happen when you will spend some time on this software. Like in Excel, yeah, like you remember sort, filtering, bold, italic, underline, copy, paste. How easy it's for you to remember because you practice. In the same way, it's over here. When you practice regularly, you will remember, friends. But it's very easy. You are seeing how I am doing. I wanted to change the title. I want just total sales by country. So here I will just delete a word, total sales by country. I will keep it. I want to increase the font size. I have increased the font size. Hey, I wanted to insert the border and all this thing for this chart. You see how I do. I will just go to the brush. I will go to general and there is an option effect. This option effect. When you click on effect, do you see here two option? Visual border and shadow. So if you are seeing this video from the laptop or a desktop, then you might see everything easily. If you are seeing from the mobile, it might be a little bit challenging for you because your screen might be a little small. So here you get a visual border on and you click on the shadow on. You see you get a visual border and you get the shadow. Amazing. I want round corner also. I can do the round corners also. So again, I go to the effect and this is my border. So I click on this arrow and I open the border. And do you see the option round corners? Here I will type 10 and you will observe it has become round corner. So see how beautiful we created the chart. If you say, Ramzan, I want to change the color of it. Yes, you can change the color. You can go to the format. You can go to this option column because this is my column chart. So I go to the column and over here you can change different colors over here. But if you want more color, you can click on more color and you can put the color code also over here. Let's keep it blue as of now. So this is my one chart. Now I wanted to create, let's say, another chart in this. So now again, you can create another chart over here, but we will do now copy paste so that we can complete faster. So I click on it and let's say I will say Control C for copy. And I click outside and I say Control V for paste and I got another chart. Simple. Now in this chart, let's say I want a category wise sales, but I want a bar chart. So what I will do in this chart, I will come and I say, I don't need a country. So you will switch off the country and you will take a category. So simple. You got each category, what is the total sales. But I want this in a bar chart. So here I will click on a bar chart. So this become bar chart. Simple. I want to change the title of it. So I go to the visual, format your visual. I go to general. I go to the title option and I say total sales by category. So I went and total sales. I want to change the color of it. We can change the color. I go to the bars. You see, when I was selected the column chart here, it was column. Now, when I selected this bar chart, here what it came? Bars. So I click on a bar. I click on a default color and let's say I want this color. Any color, whatever you want, you just choose it. Did you saw that? Again, I copy this and again I say come over here and again I say copy paste and I put the chart over here. And in this chart, let's say I want another one. So I want to create, let's say I want to create ship mode wise percentage. So I click on a ship mode wise. So it will show me, okay, through different type of shipping modes, how much sales is coming, but I want to show in a percentage. So over here you get an option pie chart and here it becomes pie chart. So simple. I want to change the title of it. Again, I go to the visual and again I go to general, I go to title and over here you will see total sales by ship mode and your work is done. Did you saw this? Amazing. How simple it is. I want to create the year wise. I say Control C for copy. Again, I say Control V for paste. You see, I'm just doing copy paste, nothing else. And it's becoming an amazing chart. I want a year wise. So I will come over here and I say, I don't want to see country wise and I want to see year wise. So I click on a year here and it became year wise. But this year wise, I want in a line chart. So I convert this to the line chart. I click on a line. But I want a different style for this line. So again, I go to the visual and here there is an option line. And in that line, I will say, I want a step. So I click on a step. So it becomes an amazing line. Got it? And here you have the line smooth also. And the third is the linear. So whatever you want, you can just choose it twice a step. Amazing. So these are some very, very interesting thing you can create in Power BI. I want to add the marker. You add a marker. What are markers? Do you see these small dots? These are the markers, indicators. Okay. So now I come over here, you can increase the size of a marker, you can change the color of the marker. So many things you can do it over here. So this is something very amazing. You can do it, friends. You see, I want to change the title instead of country because I did the copy paste. I want year wise. So again, I go to the visual, I go to the lines, and over here, you get an option title. Oh, title option is in general. I go to the title and I say yearly sales. Okay. So now if you will see, I have not gone very slow. I have not gone very speed, but I have gone at an intermediate level so that you understand. If I go more slow, then I will not be able to complete the session, right? So this session is recorded. When you complete the session, you can see the video. I will be uploading this on the YouTube. You can see this. I will share my channel details also with you. Okay, you can see the video on the YouTube. You can download the practice files, which I will be uploading, and you can practice at your own pace. Now, with me, you can't practice. If you practice with me, naturally, I will not be because lots of queries will come. Replying that query will take lots of time and we will not be able to complete anything. Got it, everybody? So great. Now, I have one place on the side left. Yes, Muhammad Ali. You are very much near to that. You can say it's almost like a pivot table and pivot chart. We say it's almost like that. Yeah, correct. So again, I copy this, friends, and again I click down and I say paste and I put it over here. And again, I will come and I will say in this, let's say if I want another one. So let's say in this, I wanted to create region wise. So again, I will come over here and I will uncheck the ship mode and I will say region wise. But I want to convert this to the map, tree map. So I will click on tree map and it became tree map. Wow. Total sales by ship mode. Amazing. So over here, total sales by region. Na? So I will go to the general title and I will say total sales by region and your work is you see how beautifully it's done. Sales by ship mode, can you show it again? Sales by ship mode, yes. So sales by ship mode, now how I did, see, I just did copy paste. First I copy and I pasted, right? And then what I did, a ship mode is this one, you are saying pie chart or what? So what I did in this was I unchecked the it was first like this. Where is the ship mode? It was like this. Then I unchecked the ship mode and I took the region over here. So it became a region. And then I converted this into the map. This is a tree map chart. So it became tree map. Got it? And if you want this ship mode like first this one, so it is over here, sir, pie chart. I will change the title of it because this is my region Y. So I go to the title and I will say total sales by region. So it's very, very simple. Now what? Now on the left hand side, I wanted to show total sales, count. I want to show average sales. How do we do that? It's amazing. You see how I do. Here, do you see this another visual card? There are two cards, huh, friends. One is this card and another is this card. This is an old card. Means if you want only one or two card at two different places, we use this. Now I use a new card, this one. Okay. I click and I get the card over here. Do you see this? And now you see how we will create. I will just put it over here and then I will arrange it on the left hand side after a few minutes. Okay. First, let's create it over here, simple way. So in this, I wanted to show total sales. So means here Qatar sales, India, UAE, UK, US, right? So I wanted total sales over here. So I will come over here and I just click on total sales. And when I click on total sales, do you see total sales has come? I want to show total records also to my management on the top. So I will take the total sales and I will drag it over here. And now I will click on this arrow and I say count. So you will see I got total count also. I wanted to see the average sales also. Or I wanted to show, let's say, unique sales people working in my company. So I take the salesperson column over here and I put it over here. But I get the name, but I don't want to see this name. I want how many unique people are there in my database. So I click on this arrow and I click on the option count distinct. Distinct means unique count. I click and it will show me the distinct record. It means there are 6 salesperson in all my database in my company. I also wanted to know the unique products. There are how many unique products? So where is my product name? This is my product name. I drag the product name over here and I will click on this arrow and I say distinct count. Amazing. Do you see how simple it is? Let's align it nicely. Let's make it center. So I go over here and I go to the callouts and let's find where is the center option. I get the center. So it becomes center. I don't want this in thousand. I just want a normal number. So I will say convert this into the normal. So here there is an option count of total sales means I want to apply effect only to this, not to the all. So I come over here and I say display units as none. So it is become like this. Now I'm going to show you some magic. What is that? This is horizontally arranged. Nah? We will arrange it vertically over here. You see how I do, huh? You see some interesting part. Here they have given one option layout, means the layout of this. Now this is horizontal. So I click on a layout and I say, hey, I need a vertical. So I click on vertical and it became vertical. Now you have to come on the corner and you have to adjust this. And now I take and I put it nicely over here. Let's decrease the font size. I think the font size is little bit big and I make it 35. Lovely. Oh, 35, but not to the count, to all. I select all series and I say 35. Very good. Let's make it little bit more small. So I say, let's keep it 32. Okay, 33. Got it, everybody? So this way you can even create the total sales, count, unique people. This is something really amazing. You want to change the heading? From here, you can change the heading. I will just double click on it, and I say double click on it, and I will say total records. Getting friends, I click on it, and I will say unique person. And I click on it, and I say unique products. Got it? See how simple it is to create all these things in Power BI, right? Now, I wanted to create, let's say, for example, some slices. And in the end, we will create the heading on the top. Heading we will create in the end. Now I wanted, acha, now the beauty of it is what, See, if I click on Qatar, everything is changing. If I click on India, if I click on UAE, do you see this? Again, I click on UAE, it becomes normal. This is really amazing. So if I click on UAE, UAE sales is 26 million. And now if I click on office supply, so it will show me 16 million. Means UAE Office supply is 16 million. If you want to see for particular region, so I click on West. So on West region, it's 8 million sales of office supply of West region. This is really amazing. Again, if you want to make it normal, just click on it and it will become normal. So these are the interactive reports. By default, it created. Is not this something amazing? Are you all understanding, friends? Are you all understanding what I'm teaching you? Can you reply yes in the chat box? Very good. But practice you will do afterwards, not now. Because you can't practice with me. I will not be able to complete, right? Very good. Amazing. Excellent, excellent, everybody. Now, as many of you are active, and I can see amazing comments. Very good. Thank you so much. Now, I will show you something interesting. In Power BI, you can even have the slicers over here. How do you add a slicer? You see, I come on this area, and do you see this funnel slicer? This one? This is your slicer. So I click on this slicer, and I will get this screen. Now what I will do, I will just make this little bit small and I can insert the slicer over here. Acha, I need the first slicer of country. So I will click on a country. But when I click on a country, you will get this type of slicer like this. So you can click on India, Qatar, you get this. But I do because I don't have a space. So we will convert this slicer into a drop down. So when you go to the format, in that there is a slicer setting. Setting of this slicer setting. In that style is there. I click on it and I say I need a drop down. So you see this will become drop down. So it's very easy. Means less space is required for this drop down. Then there are more detailed option. You can go to selection and you can say select all. You will select all this option. So what will happen when in a drop down, you get select all because management selected India. They selected Qatar. They selected USA. Again, if they want everything, so again they click on select all. So all will reset. So this is something amazing. Let me put the border to it quickly. So do I go to the format? I go to general, effect, and there is an option visual border. And let's make little bit round corner, not 10, but just 5 pixels. Done. And over here, your beautiful, this is ready. Now what you will do? Nothing, just copy paste. I say copy, I click on it and I say Control V for paste. Let's put this one slicer over here. Again, Control V for paste. Let's put another slicer over here. Control V for paste. Let's put another slicer over here. Lovely. If you want to give a little bit more gap so that all gets completed, you can just give a little bit more gap over here. And you can even do this setting actually. The spacing setting can be done. You can just select all four and you can go to this option format, align and distribute horizontal. So he will adjust the spacing between them. And you see, wow. Now I will select the second slicer and I want city over here. So I uncheck the country and I take city. You see how simple it is. I click on it. I remove the country and I need a category in this. I click on this, I remove the country, and I need a salesperson over here. I get salesperson. So now when I click on category, I see all the category. I click on salesperson, salesperson, city, city, country, country. Amazing. So I select over here, let's say Muslim, for example, UAE. These are the UAE sales. In UAE, I get all this thing, Ajman and everything. If I come over here and if I select Qatar over here, here I will see Al Khur, Al Ruwais, Doha, Lusail, and all got. So this way, basically, again, I come over here and I say select all. Interesting. So this way, friends, slicers are created. You see how beautiful it became. I wanted to insert the logo. So let's insert any company logo over here. So I go over here and go to the Google and I say sample logo, anything I'm just putting. And let's take over here any logo. Let's take this M logo. I just click on it and I say right click. I say save image. and I put it on the desktop, and I go to the Power BI now over here. Yeah, it got downloaded. And now I go to the Power BI and I will import this logo in Power BI. How do I import the image? The way you import in PowerPoint, you go to the insert, and in insert there is an option image. And I will go to the downloads and I say logo maker. And here is my logo. And I make it small and let's keep it nicely. Done. You will say, hey Ramzan, where is the company heading? Yes, wait, we will make the company heading also. Okay. So this became nice. Now I want to create the company heading on the top. Let's make this little small now. Okay. Yeah, I think this is good to go. Now, to create this, you have a text box. On the insert, you get how to disable clicks on the chart. If I have already slicer, which do the same. For that, now there is an option edit interactive that you can disable. Okay, you go here, you go to the format, and there is an option edit interaction. You can disable that. Basically, when you click on it, other charts will not affect. That can be done with the help of edit interaction. Okay. Okay, everybody. So now I will go here and I go to the text box and I created a text box. Let's put the nicely text box over here and I come on this corner and let's make it the box. And over here, you can type any name of the company. So let's say I type name of my company, eTech Global Solution. Okay. And let's make it center, let's make it bold, let's increase the font size. I want to insert the background. So you know how do you insert the background. Go to the effect, and over here you have the color, and I say any light color. So I inserted the background. Got it? Simple. And this becomes the heading. So now you see we started session at exactly 7:30 and now it's 8:17. It means it took me around 45 minutes. I think not 45 minutes. Starting 10 minutes, I did the theory part. So it's around 35 minutes. So in 35 minutes, we created this entire report. Got it, everybody? Was that interesting? Was that simple? Can you reply me yes if you have understood? Once again, everybody. Very good. Amazing. Amazing. So this was all about this now. Like this, the friends, very good, very good. I can see all are active. Huh? Very nice, amazing. Like this, the friends. Now, if you want more visuals, you can insert one more page over here and you can add more visuals. Then you can go here and you can save this file. So I go here and I am saving this file. When you save this file, when you save an Excel file, it creates the extension XLSX. When you save a Power BI file, it saves the extension PBIX. So over here, I will say, for example, eTech report. But after this, what we do? After this, you publish this. After this, what you do? After you creating, you normally publish this. You publish this. How do you publish this over here? So you go to the option home and over here you get an option publish. You go to the option publish. If you wanted to change to the different currencies and other things, you do normally like this, my friend. You click on the sales table over here, sales column over here, and over here you get different options. So when you click on this option display, over here you get different currencies, what you are asking. From here you can choose it. Okay, great. So I was over here that whenever you wanted to publish this dashboard, you will click on this option publish. Now you see I'm publishing it. I say publish, where you want to publish in my workspace. Now there is a little bit depth concept. What is workspace? What is folder? As of now, I click on a workspace. Workspace is like an area where your report will be published and I click on select. And now you will see something is happening. Means now this I created offline. I created a report on desktop. Now I am publishing and where it is going? It is going to the internet and from there I can share it with my colleague, I can share it with my managers, I can share it publicly. And now you see it's publishing on the internet. So from offline, you are putting your report to online. Understanding in offline software you created and you are publishing and pushing that to the online. And you see now online website has opened and your report has been uploaded on internet. And after this, what you will be doing? From here, you have a magics. You can chat in the Teams, means you can share this dashboard in a Teams. If you are in a corporate, you are using Teams. You can share this dashboard in a team. You can share this report into that. Okay. If I click on the export over here, you get an option PowerPoint. Yes, you can embed this report live into the PowerPoint. Want to see that? You can see that. I will show you that. I will click on embed live data. Now you see what is going to happen. I click on open PowerPoint and now my PowerPoint will open. And in that PowerPoint, this dashboard will be embedded and it will be interactive. It's not the image. Like in Excel, you can't take the Excel slicer to PowerPoint. It's not possible. But Power BI report, you can connect directly to the PowerPoint. And now you see it's opening the PowerPoint and you will see some magic now. And you will say, wow, Ramzan, this is something amazing. You see, now the PowerPoint has opened and I will just say accept over here. And that report, now friends, it will be embedded over here. Huh? This is something amazing. This is something amazing. You see, it's coming, right? First time it will take time, yeah? Will it ask me user ID and password? Oh, okay. I think it took on its own. And here you go. You see that dashboard, that report has come here. And now do you want to see this interactivity? When I click on it now, let me do the full screen over here. So I will press the slide show. Now you see this is PowerPoint. Now this is PowerPoint. This I'm doing in PowerPoint. Huh? I click on India. You see India. I click on UAE, UAE. I click on UK, UK. You see, this is something amazing. I come over here and I click on Arbadin and my details are changing. Is not this something amazing? Huh? This is the power of Power BI, friends. You know, this is the power. Okay. You can directly connect your Power BI reports to this. This is really amazing. Yes, Akshay. Got it, everybody? And you can even connect this to these teams. You can export it as PDF and share it with the other people. This is very nice. And you can even do the online, like I go to the file and there is a embed report. You can even generate a QR code and then management can scan the code and they can see the entire report. You can even publish to the web. Now, pay attention, something important, and let's see if you are able to open. I click on publish to web and I say continue. Now, I am sending a link to all of you, everybody. I say publish and I copy this link. And now I am pasting that link to all of you. So I click on this and everyone, and I say paste. You see, friends, I have pasted this link on the chat box. Can you check if you are able to see this report or no? Click on that link. Yes, it will be interactive. Yes, it's working, Hussein. Na? Very good, very good. See, lovely, amazing. So you see how simple it is. Acha, if it would have been Excel, then what I would have to do? I have to send you the Excel file. But here what we did, a simple link I have shared, and you also can do the interactivity. You don't have a my Excel file. This Excel file is embedded into it. You click on this and it will be interactive for you as well, right? Amazing. Very good. Very good. You all are happy. You all are learning. Very good, friends. Amazing. Okay. Great, very nice. Now what we will do, friends, is now it's almost 1 hour, 5 minutes is left. So I will share my YouTube link because on this link, I'm going to share the video to all of you, right? So I type the name of my YouTube. This is my YouTube channel, everybody. And over here, I will be uploading. So yesterday, we had another Excel session and we had uploaded the another video over here. If you will see this one. This one we had uploaded yesterday. We did one very interesting. So those who attend yesterday, they know that. So you can just check out this video. And this is my YouTube channel, friends. You can click on this. You can subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. You can click on the bell button also. So tomorrow when morning I will upload this video, you will come to know that the video has been uploaded and you can practice that. And in that video, I will be putting the practice file also. Okay. When I put a practice file, download that practice file and take out 1 hour, 2 hour tomorrow or in next 2 days. See the video, do the practice. See the video, do the practice. And you believe me, you will be able to learn on your own, everybody. Got it? So I hope you all have understood this. I request you to now right away go to the YouTube channel and click on it, subscribe right away, click on the bell icon, and let's so that you get the update on this. Now, friends, what is next? The next part over here you should know is there is a concept known as Power Query. There is a concept known as Power Query. Basically, Power Query is a small software inside Power BI in which you can do the data cleaning. Okay, so I will give you idea now only, okay, how it works. So you get an idea. Okay. So now you have spent so much time with me. Why not you spend more few minutes more over here so that your knowledge increases. So let's say after opening the Power BI, do you see one option over here, transform data? This transform data basically take you to the Power Query. But for that, I have to give you another example. I will import a data in which the data is not clean and I will show you how do you clean the data. So again, I click on the Excel workbook and I say I wanted to import another file. So I will click on messy data and I say open. So I'm importing another Excel file now. So in this Excel file, when I'm importing, this is a HR data one. And over here, you see first name and last name are there. Na? I want to combine this. In Excel, how do you combine? You use the concatenate formula, correct? If you want to make a first character capital, we use proper formula. Now here, there is no formula. Everything is on click. How? I will show you. So now I will not load the data, I will transform the data. When I click on transform, now you see another editor is open. This is a Power Query. This is now new window you are seeing. Once you saw Power BI desktop, this is Power Query editor. This is a screen where you can do the data cleaning, where you can combine the file, when you can combine the sheet. It's a very big topic, Power Query. But as we have few minutes, so I will just throwing some small ideas on that. Great, everybody. Those who have subscribed, very good. So I click on the first name over here and I click on last name. I selected both the columns and I want to combine it. Do you want to see how simple it is, friends? You just go to the transform option over here. And in transform, do you see this option, merged column? I click on the option merge column. That's all. Yes, it will be merged. It is telling you between this what you want. Naturally, I need a space. And let me give some name to it. Let's say full name. Should I say okay? Okay, you see first name and last name has been combined. Instead of formula, you use this. This you don't have in Excel. This is there in Power Query. Now over here, this word Yuvraj is in capital. Over here, this word Akash Yudhajit is in small letter. I want to convert this, the first character into capital. In Excel, what we use? We use a proper formula. Here, you go to the format and you get everything, lower, upper, capitalized, trim, clean. Oh my God, this is amazing. I click on the option. capitalized each word, and the first character has become capital. Here there are unwanted spaces. I want to remove unwanted spaces. You can go to the format and say, hey, trim it, and it will trim it. You don't have to use trim formula. Power Query is amazing. I take a exclusive session for corporates on Power Query where I spend 3 to 4 hours in explaining them Power Query in depth, in and out. And then now I will say file and I say close and out. So this way basically just wanted to show you the editor that what is Power Query, how basically the screen look like, how do you do small cleaning of a data over there. Got it? So this was all about this, friends. Okay. So yes, now exactly it's 8:30 in UAE and we have spent exact 1 hour and now I am closing the session. Okay. So I am stopping it and then we will discuss. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the session. Once again, make sure you visit the YouTube channel and I'm going to upload this video tomorrow with practice files and you all should take out around 2 hours tomorrow, day after tomorrow, see my video, do the practice. Then only you are going to grow. Being said this, thank you so much and see you in some of the other sessions.